The pelvic floor is one of the most overlooked muscle groups in the body and can start weakening as early as in your 30s. Well, we want to welcome Ann Peets, founder of Core Restore, the only center in Charleston exclusively focused on high-intensity pelvic floor therapy. This is exciting for a lot of ladies. Good to have you with us. But it sounds like a lot of men are drawn to this business.
Absolutely. Happy to be here. Yeah. And what we do find is that about 55% of the Core Restore folks coming in are men interested in pelvic floor therapy along with women.
Fascinating. So what exactly is what is the pelvic floor, first of all? What is its function, and what is the therapy that you utilize to strengthen those muscles?
So the pelvic floor is basically a set of muscles that surround the urethra. The urethra is really the tube that carries from the bladder to the outside of your body. And the pelvic floor muscles are around that urethra and control when you open your bladder to urinate. And so the pelvic floor muscles are one of the muscles that are hardest to work, and also the ones that are damaged over time with aging, with diabetes, with different conditions like a difficult childbirth. And so we see in men and women, this can become an issue. A lot of folks think that they can just do Kegel exercises, and certainly Kegel exercises are important in terms of strengthening your pelvic floor. But doing them by yourself is a really hard thing to do. First of all, you need to find them in your body, be able to constrict them, and do a lot of them. So that's the challenge. And so that's where this therapy comes in.
So explain the therapy. How does this work? Because it replaces the Kegels exponentially. And I want you to explain what that sounds like.
Absolutely. Yeah. So it's really a new breakthrough FDA-approved treatment therapy. It's called high-intensity focused electromagnetic therapy, or HIFEM. And Core Restore is really the only center in Charleston offering it exclusively to Charlestonians. And what basically happens is there's a chair called an Emsella chair that you sit on, and the electromagnetic therapy activates the neurons of your pelvic floor muscle and makes them do 11,000 Kegels in half an hour.
Wow. Wow, that sounds exhausting.
It sounds like it would really tire out your pelvic area, but you can feel it working. But it's painless, and you definitely feel it working. But there is no pain, and it's not invasive. You keep your clothes on. You sit on the chair, and for half an hour, and you do 6 of these treatments, 2 a week for 3 weeks, and then 95% of people find that they have really influenced their bladder leaks. They've really found them either to be eliminated or almost eliminated.
I was shocked to learn the statistic that as early as in your 30s, this can affect you. And when you mentioned some of the other contributing factors with age and health, overall health, childbirth, but you don't have to be an avid exerciser and doing jumping jacks every single day to experience some of the fallout of a weakened pelvic floor. It could be as simple as a sneeze.
Absolutely. There's different kinds of incontinence. There's something called stress incontinence, and that's exactly that.
Yeah.
So sneezing, coughing, when you're rebounding, heavy-duty exercising, you can have that happen. That's called stress incontinence. Then there's urge incontinence, where if you're running for the bathroom and you can barely make it, that's called urge incontinence.
I thought that was psychological.
No,
really?
It's physical and psychological.
Serious. Really? Okay, because when you see something and it's right there, it just kind of makes you,
Absolutely.
But, that's really interesting. I think what was fascinating to me is to learn that men also suffer from the same issues that women do. You tend to put women in that box, but really it is shared between
It is
the
shared.
two sexes.
The urethra in men is 20 centimeters long, and in women it's just 4 centimeters long. In both cases, the pelvic muscle really surrounds that urethra. So for both men and women, it's important to work it.
Yeah.
It can be more challenging for men, and so that's why I think many of them are seeking treatment.
What are some of the other positive side effects? Does this help with intimacy?
Yes.
What are some of the other
some people
benefits?
are coming actually to Core Restore not just to handle their bladder leaks and urinary incontinence issues, but what they're finding is when they tighten their pelvic floor, the side benefit can really be a sexual health benefit for both men and women. We certainly don't expect people to run to Core Restore for that, but it's an added side benefit, and many people are calling me back and reporting that it's a positive thing.
I think a lot of people are maybe they'll walk at first. They might walk walk at first, but then they'll end up running after a couple of sessions, which brings me to the question, so how many sessions do you recommend to really start seeing a benefit?
Yeah, so we go by the FDA recommendation, which is that 6 sessions should happen over 3 weeks. It's kind of like going to the gym where you need your muscle to rest in between. So it would be 2 sessions for the first week and then for the following 2 weeks. So 6 sessions over 3 weeks. And then about 95% of people find that it's a complete elimination of their bladder leaks.
Amazing.
And it lasts for quite a while. And one of the questions we get is, how long does this last? It lasts for quite a while. It really is dependent upon someone's body, but usually it's a year or longer. We do offer maintenance treatments of a one-time maintenance if people need it, but we really leave it up to anybody to really know their own body and feel it.
And this replaces pharmaceuticals, surgery in many cases.
In some cases.
In some cases. Where are you located and how can people find you?
Right on Route 61, St. Andrews. We're just about a mile and a half off the peninsula, very centrally located from a lot of the areas around Charleston. So come on by and set up an appointment. We offer no obligation consultations. We can talk privately about any of the issues that you're facing, and hopefully we can help you at Core Restore.
Thank you so much. Core Restore. It starts with the core, everybody. We'll be back in 2 minutes.